All right, this is No Stravini. This is another episode, early morning episode of all that's fit to print and talk about. Um, apparently, this is not November, what am I saying? December 2nd, 2024. Our long nightmare is almost over. The Biden clan is almost out of power, but they're doing the first few things before they leave the coop. Uh, old Joe, the corrupt old Joe, is taking his bag man and letting him off the hook. See, old Joe was getting kickbacks from foreign governments for favors from him, and he's making himself very rich as well as his family, the bride and crime family. The whole criminal justice system was rigged, totally rigged in favor of the Bidens, and so they went basically uh, old Joe gave Hunter Biden a pass, a total pardon, which means it's almost impossible to persecute Mr. Old Man Biden. Luckily, there's a freaking guy, because old Joe's mind is turning into mush. So don't matter. He'll be soon trapped in his own body. It couldn't happen to a nicer guy. He tried to undo a saint. A saint, I tell you, Mr. Trump. Ah, yeah, Mr. Trump did a few things in real estate. Who doesn't? It's real estate, my friend. You have to deal with untoward characters in real estate. Mr. Trump is the tool of the gods, the tool of God, of Jehovah. Anyway, the big news is Hunter gets off the hook and he doesn't pay for the many crimes he has committed. A junky piece of crap. He and Mr. Old Man Biden doesn't pay for his crimes, although he's been humiliated. He was thrown off the hook when he would actually done better than Miss Carmela, the who was really elected vice president because she's black and she's a woman and she hits a few dots. She's a what they used to call those things. They used to call them anyway, she didn't earn her way. She got on the color of her skin. She has no credentials whatsoever, no record whatsoever, except the commie record. Her mother was a Marxist. You know that the commie doesn't fall far from the tree. And she ain't gonna be president now. I hope she runs for re-election with the California or New York. I think the Californians will take some little less of their part there, and maybe they'll vote in somebody, a Republican. Yeah, that was a dream. That the idiots in California won't be such idiots. Uh, now for a thing that gets me upset. A great man, a hero, a Marine, Captain America, blonde-haired, blue-eyed hero with a posse of a multicultural posse of Puerto Ricans and black guys, took down a psychopathic Michael Jackson impersonator who was about to murder people, or potentially was going to murder people. Very close to it, actually, a whole history. See, the guy was a scum. True, he was mentally ill. He's poor mentally. He had a bad heart. He had a bad childhood. Hey, who didn't? The point is, he took drugs after he was mentally ill, diagnosed, that would set him off, and he didn't give a crap. He started hurting people. And he's a Michael Jackson impersonator. He entertained people. Ooh. So did Michael, and Michael's a pedophile. So, probably both men are on the same rotisserie mat in hell, you know? The two Mikes, the whatever his friggin' name was, the scum. They'll probably get less time, maybe in purgatory for a little while, and then they'll, leg up and reincarnate. Who knows? Who cares? A piece of crap. Talented pieces of crap. But, you could be talented in a piece of crap. That's a known fact. A known fact. Anyway, That makes me mad because the Marxist Soros DA, who was paid for by Mr. Soros, a demonic Satanist, by the way, was subsidized, and they tend to be subsidized all across the country. These Soros DAs are trying to fix this revolution from the top and destroy the very fabric of America. But don't think this is racial. This is not racial. This is the difference between commies and the people who are good people. Good against evil. That's it. The Democrats are Democrats. That's it. Or they're either incredibly stupid. Or they're blind. They're blind by liberal propaganda. Let me tell you something. There was this. Speaking of this, the migrant menace. We're being invaded. We shouldn't call them migrants. And illegals is too passive a word. It's too nice. Call them migrant menacers. They are men, and it covers a lot of ground. Because you don't have to necessarily be, although God knows how many are murderers, psychopaths, and organized criminal people, and how many are just, people who want a job or want a new life. They're still a menace no matter what they are. We gotta round them up. Round them up. Why isn't how in the 1950s he had a thing, and he wasn't the most diplomatic word. He said it was the Operation Wet Black. That was the official name for it. Kind of funny. Nowadays, semantics, we don't use such a language. But we have to stop the invasion by any means necessary. You understand? We got to change those demographics. Then let's throw out a few of our homegrown people. AOC, we could do a little deportation, huh? To break up the civil liberties union. It's a left-wing sham. Planned Parenthood should be outlawed. There should be no organizations dedicated to abortion. Sin against God. Sin against reality. It's a sin against humanity. That's the truth. And as far as the what you call it, the transgender thing, that's mass hysteria, crazy ass shit. And really a bunch of pedophiles want recruits and want to tie people as when they're predestined, castrate them. Anytime, this would be insanity. Anybody who would see this, and it's going to unite the world against them. They just wanted their little niche, but they cannot be allowed to politically organize. You know, none, no political organization whatsoever, because they dropped when they went after people's kids. They went all too far. This is Nostrovini. This is first draft. I'll give you more. The battle is joined. And you never know. And you got your what else here? Let's go. So we have this Penny, there's Biden, there's a situation in Ukraine, there's a situation in the Middle East. I'll get that later. This is off my top of my head, what I saw in the paper. I imagine it's in the paper because it was in the news. So, like my shirt, I'm gonna shave this off. I'm gonna get the young face again. I just look like a cranky young boy. Anyway, good luck. Good luck to us all. The battle is joined. The right, which is right, is going to be defeat the people on the left-hand path. That's what's going to happen. That's what's going to happen. Okay, here we go. Shut this down.